so much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Probably
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
At least you're honest.
Being up front is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Indeed.
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have
Oh,
time,
there's
I'd
quite
like
a
to
lot I
take a look,
guess in front of
see
you.
if there's anything we can salvage.
You're oddly charming for a man I found wandering the forest.
I always thought myself more odd than charming. But I'll take a compliment from a lady. They're hard to come by these days.
I also find your modesty endearing.
And the praise keeps coming. So, is there something large and heavy you need moved?
Manual labor in exchange for compliments. Useful.
Well, I act to please. I have to say, my lady, you're unlike any woman I've ever met. I'm flattered you'd spend any time with me. I enjoy your company.
Let's
That's
talk
what the
about
wardens.
the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
What did the wardens
The
do?
Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we kill so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
What was your role in the Blight?
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You
Why
haven't
do
had
you
contact
travel
with
alone?
other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
Where have
So
they
you have
gone?
no idea where the rest of the Wardens are.
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
I think
Let's
later.
continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Doom, doom, boom. I handle.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
How'd you know he's Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm
He is?
impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Do we need one though?
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you seal the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
That'd be pretty neat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't. What's going on?
What's the name Iron
So,
Bull?
how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why though?
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
That's why I like him.
See ya.
Hello again.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Let's see, I need to talk to Sarah.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As
Yes.
the golden city, the center of all creation. Watched over them.
Yeah, I
As
guess.
the gardener watches the earth for the first signs of life.
Guess I'll talk to Lilian, see if she's got anything new.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Why do you
Why do
hear
you
about
want
the
me to
mages?
seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care? I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Any updates?
Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Good to
I'll
know.
leave you to your work.
I heard the Templars have withdrawn. Seems odd.
Yes?
Bye. I guess I'll talk to Josephine.
Apothecary Adon will have more
You
poultices
return?
for the injured as soon as possible, revered mother.
Oh, the people.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
If you're not using them later, Zegrit is willing to pay.
Good day to you.
Anything
What do
to
the people
report?
make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Oh, we're our
Any
guest?
visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Okay.
A learned child is a blessing upon
Alright. Okay, now for anyone that's like, oh, what's he gonna pick? Arcane knowledge. It should be pretty obvious. It should.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Successor.
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes. At your service.
A
Let's see what we have.
Alright, champions of the chest. In-house thrusters.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
Indeed.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
He's made his move.
We've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
The Magister's son, Felix, told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Where's the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerin to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Llewellyn, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Why are you...
Your spies will never get past Alexius' magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Let's go. It's 3 mages and a tank. Alright, that's good work. I just want pure, raw DPS. Just that simple. Just crush them. So much to think about, guys. This is where politics start getting involved. It's like, okay, well, we don't want to do this. We don't want to offend this. So how are we going to do this? Well, a little bit of sneaking and a little bit of We can sneak our way in.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Llewellyn and no one else. You lot wait here.
If my friends can't enter, then I won't go in either.
Sure, having a Grey Warden would help. And I'm sure whatever magic voodoo Solus would be able to help me discern. Cool looking helmets. I the douchebag always got the coolest looking helmets. Except this wrinkly old raisin.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again.
Indeed.
And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Perhaps we should include
If the
her.
Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Nothing at all. I'm just going to take the mages and leave.
And how do you imagine you'll accomplish such a feat?
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
You know,
Your
he's
son is
concerned about you.
concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
Who killed the
What do you
Divine?
know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Who is
That's
this
who
other
you
one?
serve. The one who killed the Divine. Is he a mage?
Soon, he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No. It's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
Yeah,
I'm
focus on my
going to
Discord.
die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
Haha, denied. Dude, that
Your
dude
men are
just
dead,
snapped his
Alexius.
neck.
You are a mistake.
Come on, let's tough, big boy. I'll crumble you real good. Okay. I don't like portals like that. They end up in nasty places. What kind of nasty place am I gonna be in? Okay.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Huh? Howdy.
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Ah, Of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts. Like little jewels.
Oh, well. That was easy. You're like, okay, so you might be in one of these. No, okay. Alright, Dorian. Alright. You will be electric man. Okay? Okay. So now I have an ice, a spirit, I'm fire, and you can be electric. Alright. Oh hey everyone. If you don't know where we are, we're in the future. No, we're in the future. Yeah, apparently, douchebag McGee's like, I can't kill you, and I lost all my men, so I'm gonna send you to the distant future. And now there's, what's the word? Red lyrium everywhere. So I don't know what's going on. Oh hey.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Okay, creepy guy. You can, sit in that cage for a while, okay? Well, if he's a prisoner, I'm almost certain. Hold on. We'll go in. Treasure. I need obsidian. Boom, baby. Oh, I'm sorry, that hurt. Alright, I take, no, right is always right. Always. So, I'll take the right first. Bunch of stuff for Iron Bull, but I didn't take them all on. take a right.
Is someone there?
Oh yeah, please, I really want to find Solaire here. Alright, what you want?
You're alive. We saw you die. The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? You could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
You look ill.
You look bad. Is there anything I can do to help?
I am dying, but no matter. If you can undo this, they can all be saved. But you know nothing of this world. It is far worse than you understand. Alexius served a master, the Elder One. He reigns now unchallenged. His minions assassinated Empress Selene and used the chaos to invade the south. This Elder One commands an army of demons. After you stop Alexius, you must be prepared.
You're full of sunshine.
You are just brimming with good news, aren't you?
If you can return to your present, you might find it helpful to know what the Elder One plans. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass.
I'm glad I brought you to sit here and explain everything. I may not necessarily like you, but you just probably explained a lot for me. Oh, hey, Blackwall.
I hear you. Andraste, have mercy. You shouldn't be here. The dead should rest in peace.
Come with me if you want
Come
to
on,
live.
we're going after Alexius.
Alexius? No, that's impossible.
You skipped over too much. Look at the poor man. Alexius's spell didn't kill us. It sent us forward in time. That's how we survived.
Forward in time? I don't understand.
If we get to Alexius, we can go back to the moment we left and stop all of this from happening.
Maybe I've just gone mad. If what you say is true, then this... everything I've been through, everything about this nightmare, is a mistake.
Stay focused.
We have a battle ahead, and you need to have your wits about you.
One last battle. I suppose. If we make Alexius pay for his crimes, that's enough for me.
I know I brought them right now.
I've heard the guards saying that Alexius barricaded himself in the throne room.
Alright, Solus. Da-da-da. Dispel you move it. Do. Okay, Blackwall. Alright, Blackwall. Alright, sorry. Sorry to waste your time, but I don't want him to suck in the fight coming up. I imagine it's going to be a while. Being sent to the future, I imagine Inquisition kind of doesn't exist anymore, especially the fact that they're captured, you know. One of my two best guys, no. It's Andrew being second best. Or the first best, I mean. You know what, I didn't catch her. Let's see. You have to give love sometimes to the companions that don't get a break.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Fiona, is that really you?
What's left of me?
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I must have missed out on a lot during that year.
You must beware. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges.
No one's more powerful than God, friend.
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try.
I will
Your
do.
spy master, Liliana. She is here.
Oh, hey, Lily.
Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Bye. I mean, she was alright. If she's helping me, she's alright. But right now, she's useless. So unfortunately...
If red lyrium isn't infection, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Oh, it's Jeez, Michael, I should take you around. Apparently, I gave you the best stuff.
Feels good to be fighting again.
We may not have much time. Let's find the Magister quickly.
Don't worry, Blackwell. I'll be taking you on many journeys. Dragonborn. I just realized I don't have a rogue. I broke my own rule. Oh, and look. A door that needs to be unlocked. I missed out on some pretty good treasure. Eccentric. Sweet supplies. Gotta find Lily, bro, but gotta grab all the goods first. If I take stuff from goods from the future and I bring them into the past, does that mean I destroy history, or...?
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
Hey! I heard we have some non-believers in here. It's on you.
The Elder One does not suffer rivals of any kind.
Nice. Of course, level 9. Actually, I can wait that long. Alright, Lilybell, I'm coming.
Tell me how Lavella knew of the sacrifice at the temple.
You will break. I will die first. Or you will.
Jeez, Lilybell. You're so hot. I would bang that so hard. Could do that with your leg. Oh. That's what you do with your hand.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated.
Then it will be his last mistake. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Like, really, really real?
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
Alright. You know what? Bam. Come on now. Yeah, this future is pretty gnarly. Alright, let's turn this puppy. 1 crank, 2 cranks, 3 cranks, 4 cranks.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea.
Bye.
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
Well, I'm kinda here with Lilybell. because, apparently, Alexius is kind of dick-waffle, and he did want this, and I will shove my snap blade through his esophagus. Maybe in the trach.
The breach!
Yeah. Here's the gargle.
The veil is shattered. There is no boundary now in the world of faith.
Rifts everywhere. Glad I at least had to bring Blackbeard. Grey Wolf. Not Blackbeard. Oh wait, I don't have to worry as much about my health. Because, you know, Black Wolf and things like that. And I'll carry a bit left to do. Look at that. I don't even want like 3 feet. Sorry, I'm really focused. This world is like demented. I don't even know what to think. To me, it's the equivalent of if he's in a portal to hell. Kind of like Doom. I have a portal of hell just all of a sudden open up and everyone, all the demons that can't just walk around like they own the place. Back before the conclave exists. Before the Venator first arrived into us. So if we go back in time. Apparently he's a loner. He's a failure. I could have told him that. I don't know why he had to do all this. Why he's an awful bully. Grim.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Circle of the Magi banner. Come on. Come on, be nice to me. I don't want to fight more. There we go. I'll weaken up this portal and I'll rip it apart. It's closed and now it's no.
The main hall is that way. I'm sure that's where Alexius is hiding.
Oh, it's memorable.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around.
Yeah, let's go ahead and...
Are they? Let's try to take them by surprise.
Where's your Elder One now?
Oh my god. Yay, I'm healed. Area pounds now. Disgust this man. All these blasphemous people. How can they sit there and say there is no God? I'm just looking at the false God. The actual Almighty. How could they deny him? It's one thing if you don't believe, but to deny entirely. No. I won't tolerate it. Won't tolerate this demon parading as a better than God. Won't allow it.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Indeed. No, that was useless. I really wish I'd have packed a robe. Oh, hey, guys!
Right there. Perhaps we should try to find another way in.
Come on now.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
Ah, one more. Then I can take the cow out. Always get that tingling feeling before revenge. Alright. Impossible to enter.
What happened
room.
here?
Somebody had very questionable taste.
I like Dorian.
Try to take out that charter quickly.
Okay. Alright, well,
Let's
technically we
head back
got
to the
what we're
main
looking
hall.
for.
I think I know how we'll open that door.
Come on, guys, run. Done a little bit more. Oh,
I could really go for some light reading.
Alright, let's loot this and get this front door. Come on. I'm ready to kill me a cow. Get revenge. A lot of bottles we just broke. Whatever. There's your blood. Alright, coward.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It can be undone.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius. What have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No!
And this is what I was waiting for, big boy. Come on. I hate where you missed it. Come on. Come on, give me. Come on, just don't stand.
Victory is impossible. The Elder One.
Come on now.
Where are your assassins this time?
Come on now. Oh. Come on, you got so close. Oh, no. Oh, I see it. Oh. And it's close. Can't even do that right.
Victory is impossible. The Elder One will...
Oh, Penny. You'll pay for everything life and for every person that has suffered.
Your efforts are futile! This world's...
Come on, that was nothing. No matter what you try, no matter what you do, I'm good. One man.
One will destroy us both.
Come on now. You should be happy. I'm gonna do and you are going to die. Oh no. Get him. Boom. Fire. Earth. Wind. All. Fire.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
We can still help him.
This Alexius was too far gone, but the Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
You cannot stay here.
No.
We'll hold the
Blackwall,
outer
no.
door. When they get past us, it'll be your turn.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
I'll miss Blackwall. Not you, Solid.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You are very impressive.
You move, and we all die!
We won't let. Oh wait, I don't care anymore. Okay, what were we
You'll
doing?
have to do better than that.
I should have had a cool catchphrase or one line or something. Is that all?
Is that the best you've got?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Execute this worm. Make him slither. Then I'll cut off that person.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Oh wait, what's this?
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties.
When we offered the Mage's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
They have lost all possible supporters. The Inquisition is their only remaining chance for freedom.
No one fights well for their captors.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
You're friends.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer. But will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
Ooh, a lot of greatly disapproves. Okay.
We accept. It would be madness not to.
Yeah, a lot of our people
I
are
will gather my
happy.
people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
You better not, because then I'll make you my prisoners. It's just a simple friend. A lot of my good friends and allies got pissed off at me right now, including Sarah and Cassandra. Oh, and you know who else was unhappy with that? Vivian. No. I don't really care about what Vivian is. Boom, 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 save the mages. Bum bum bum, save the mages. Dum 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 dum, save the mages. Dum dum dum, save the mages. Dum dum. Well, I guess all of the mages are saved. Red Coats are saved. The hinterlands and all is saved.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Consider this deprivation.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession.
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Stop being creepy, Dorian.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Thank you.
I'd be honored.
I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make a willing, the mages will be enough to
Yeah, we
grant
better
us
not
victory.
go back to one of them wacky doodle futures. And if we do, I'll be taking a road, because I missed out on treasure, and that treasure could have been amazing. Oh, let's see. Yeah, now I know what's her face gonna be like. You didn't
If
get me
Fiona
what
and
I
her
wanted.
malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
These mages joined us freely. We don't need Templars to contain them.
My dear, I don't think you've grasped the magnitude of the situation. The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
If you're seeing demons everywhere, do you believe you're a risk? Do you believe I am?
We are a risk, darling. Better to know it and use caution. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
If you want to say something about the Dalish, say it.
For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
How free did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or staying in one place too long? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage. It's something to consider, my dear.
Hmm.
Can I assist you?
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them.
Oh no, I pissed off Viviana, but I don't care. Let's talk to Lilybell.
Mages.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
You're
always looking for some way to benefit, aren't you? It's what I'm here for. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages. In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here. Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
But
it was still a sacrifice, and still noble. And I would do it again.
Any update?
Anything I should know? Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many. I'll leave you to your work.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium in Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does...
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
You need to
We
eliminate
can't
it.
leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Have a party.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know. Need something?
Okay.
With passionate breath does the darkness...
Not looking forward to the talk with Sarah.
Right.
You see that new elf mages all over?
Sarah.
So many robes. I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Just in case.
It's good to see us all coming together to serve the Maker.
You alright, mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. You're fine, right? My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Let's see. If I'm gonna talk to Oh, Dory.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
Oh, thank you,
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. That would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
If that means they're anything like you, I approve.
Ha! There aren't many mages back home like me.
I'd believe that.
I never fit in. Bloodstains are so difficult to clean, you see.
So we're doomed to a future of blood magic, then?
Not at first. But you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Thanks for the
Most
conversation.
people have trouble wrapping their heads around the idea.
I'm not most people.
I appreciate you talking with me about it. And not being most people.
If you wish me to speak of Elysian fashion, I may be at a loss. Magical surprises I can handle. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Alpha Solus, you're trying to make me like you and I don't approve. Gotta check on all the companions. You know, take a look-see, peek-see, quick-sees. And see if I can't craft an enchanter.
And never to rule over him.
Anything you can spare will help the wounded.
You guys are a bunch of elite. Okay, I'm both.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Don't worry,
If you're
I'll
worried
protect
about
you.
magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Yeah, you are.
Travel safely.
Yeah.
I knew them
Inquisition?
and crossed my heart.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things, and that's how I like it. Make her be with
you.
Smithing is hot work. Here, have something to drink.
Fine.
Should serve you well.
Let's see. Enchant. Hold on. Storm. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Dorian. Hmm. 92. Okay. So listen, you can have my old stuff. Works for me. Unique dagger. 280 dagger. Hmm? Hmm. Now that's what I like.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
I really like
have
you,
to
Blackwell.
ask, what was I like in that dark future you saw?
You fought with honor and died a hero. You did the Wardens proud.
Then I was worth something in the end. Thank you.
Talk about
I
you,
want to
friend.
hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
You weren't always
What
a
did you
warden,
do
were
before
you?
you became a Warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a Warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
I really like you, Blackwell. Now let's see up Cassandra. And then we have Colin. Oh, and Josephine.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Fighting with them will only make them more stubborn.
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I?
Yeah,
I don't
kind of.
disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Alright. Let's see.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Do we
You
have a
weren't happy
problem?
with how I brought in the mages. Do you have a problem with me as well?
Of course not. I have no intention of endangering your alliance, but I must ensure the safety of those here. That concern extends to the mages. They are putting themselves at risk for the Inquisition, as are you. Any precautions taken are meant to aid you, nothing more. I hope you will accept them as such.
Why did the Templars
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
That's all.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
See reason, Lisette.
Word
We
is
cannot
that the
stay
mages will be joining us here in Haven. I hope you've chosen your allies wisely, Harold.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Not all Templars want to make mages into prisoners or villains.
That is
Some of us
surprising.
just want to keep a balance and let you practice your craft in safety. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Alright, just gotta talk to the GSP. Hope you guys like the new armor. This is my favorite armor so far. This is normally as far as I get to, as far as upgrades. I like it. It speaks to me. Plus reminds me of Bloodborne. Both of it. You know, which good things. Alright, let's talk to Joseph.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my
Never
miners
mind.
appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by...
I'll see you guys in the next episode.